Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mostly Sci-Fi. This is Mostly Sci-Fi and I'm your host. Please like and subscribe, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, support this channel. Um this today I want to talk about basically the stupid decision of Disney and I guess the Star Wars IP. I guess it's Kathleen Kennedy or whatever this is that's happening, was giving Harvey Weinstein's assistant the reins, or basically a Star Wars show, which it seems like it was a reward for like telling on Weinstein or Harvey Weinstein. Wasn't she the one like booking appointments for him? I don't know. But it's this like super lesbian woman who is basically putting her own self inside a Star Wars flick. You know, you have this thing at Disney where you got these people who are just putting themselves inside another person's IP, and none of it is original, you know. So I wouldn't have a problem if she like made her own superhero or something, or her own fighter, and then made a separate IP and said, hey, you know, this is my new thing. No, what she does is she stands on the shoulders of giants, and then she commences to crap on their heads. So, I mean, I saw I saw the trailer. It's just horrible. You know what I mean? It's a horrible trailer. It's just like female power, go woman. And this is not what Star Wars is about. They didn't care about this identity politics. Like, oh, we need to tell more lesbian stories, and we need to tell more minority and black stories and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, man, like Billy D. Williams was my dude. Even though he wasn't like the hero or anything, he didn't have to be the hero. He was my dude in Star Wars. You didn't have to do anything, right? Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson, like he was okay in the film. You don't have to prove yourself. All this DEI stuff is just destroying IPs. Okay, it did it with Doctor Who. And you may say, hey, I have right-wing talking points or what have you. No, I just want to see a proper Star Wars or sci-fi TV show or movie without you inserting your politics into it. Okay? I just don't want. Nobody wants this. Okay? Nobody asked for this. This is like basically fan fiction, and then you're trying to sell it as real. Because what this woman did is basically, she's like, I feel about this. I feel about that. I want to tell this story. I want to tell that story. Nobody cares about lesbians in Star Wars. You turn it into a comedy, into a basically, what do you call this? You're turning this into basically a comedy where people are just going to be laughing at this stuff, and you have people that are just apathetic. Like, people don't care no more. When there's a new Star Wars stuff out, people just don't care. I stopped watching after Kenobi. Besides the fight with Darth Vader, Kenobi was disappointing. And then after Kenobi, I just became like apathetic. I didn't even watch. I even forgetting her name. You know, the girl with the Tulik, what do you call those ones with the things coming down? Ahsoka. Yeah, I didn't even watch that one. And who knows if it's good or not or whatever. I just didn't watch it because they're purposely like sidelining men to tell these kind of boring stories. They did it with Marvel. It has failed spectacularly. What's this one with this girl? She can't talk and stuff like this, and she's able to like throw people across the room, and she's able to counteract Daredevil and whip his ass and all this. I don't even know this girl's name, like, but she can't talk, or she's like mute or something, or deaf or something like that. And I'm just like, oh please, where did this lady come from? Like, where did you pluck her out? Was she plucked out from somewhere? And so that, and I stopped watching after Iron Fist with the Marvel stuff. So right now I don't watch any of the new stuff. Okay, I only watch like Daredevil. I do have a subscription to this new to Disney Plus, but I only watch the old stuff. I watched Daredevil. The other day I watched Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Like, I watched stuff when stuff wasn't woke. That was like 10, 15 years ago. Right? The only thing that they managed to come out that was pretty good would have been The Mandalorian. Right? They're doing the same thing with The Witcher. Witcher is like all female whipping butt, and it's all about the female now. There's nothing about The Witcher. I've listened to The Witcher. Cersei wasn't that prominent in it, okay, but they make it all about her and Yennefer or what have you, and then this guy, The Witcher, doesn't have anything or to do or say in the movie. So I just watch old stuff. I don't watch the new crap that they put out now. But I think the reason why that they're doing this, okay, the reason why that, I guess you want to call it woke Hollywood or whatever is doing this, is because if you look at the data, in the past like 10 years or something, they're predicting that like 20%, 25% of the population will either identify as gay or, lesbian or trans or something like that. I don't know if it's something in the water or it's something that the folic acid that we're eating, it could be that. They say folic acid gives you autism if you eat too much of it. So it could be the food that is doing something. Who knows? It could be evolution or nature's de-evolution where, if you feel like you are homosexual or something like that, you tend not to procreate, right? So there's less procreation. It might be something that nature is doing, changing something in the atomic structural molecules of the water, where you're drinking water, and now when you give birth, your child comes out as, feminine or too masculine. I know my son, he's like very feminine, even though and very emotional. He reacts emotionally to everything. He's 8 years old, very feminine. But I think it's in the food that we eat and stuff. And I think that Disney and them, they understand that, and they're making these shows accordingly. Because I think as time goes on, it's going to be more and more. They're going to keep putting them out. They're not going to stop, okay? And it's going to be more and more geared towards gay and lesbian and this stuff, because maybe what's in the water or something is changing. Like, what did it say what Alex Jones said? The water is turning the frogs gay. The frogs are turning. This is not a conspiracy theory. I think there's something in what we eat and stuff, and when we give birth, that there's going to be a 20% chance that your child in the future is going to be like this kind of LGBTQ kind of stuff. So there's gonna be nothing we can really do about it. That's just the way it is. So this is mostly sci-fi. Well, mostly.